Oh, what's going on, everybody? Igneous Plume here. Welcome back to our vanilla Minecraft single-player world, which we've been calling the Project Kingdoms map, where last time we started to develop the lure for our world and built this church for the mining village that we've started working on. So now it's that time of the episode where I go over the things that have happened and the things that I have done since the end of the last video. So first thing is first. We have pretty much decided upon a path for both the village and the pathway to the mine, at least for now. Everything is subject to change, especially when it keeps turning to grass. I don't want the grass, and I don't really like the path block either, because you get these little, where it's, the block is indented. It's not a full block height. Next up, I have created kind of this retaining wall, making it look like it's holding up all this dirt, so it's not gonna just slide over and cover up our mine. It looks a little bit funny. I may need to take the dirt and bring it over the top of it, make it kind of look like it's bulging a little bit, maybe hide the tops of the wall, but I'll play with that some. I also have worked on the entrance to the mine some as well. You see we've got the oak logs here for support, holding up more dirt and stone. It's from the mountain. We've also worked on the interior as well. Every time we have one of these step downs, we have oak slabs. Oh, I had a hard time getting that out of my mouth. Oak slabs that step down so we don't have to jump. We also have these support pillars every so often, making it look like that the mine is being held up and so that it won't collapse. I've also taken a bit from out in the pathway where we have the leaf blocks in the ground in the path. I'm also putting them here in the floor and in the walls of the mine. I'm not so sure that I like this yet, but it's a good way to hide lighting, so I may continue doing it anyhow, even though it looks a little bit strange. Now here's my favorite part right here. Every so often I would knock up 2 blocks, put a bucket of water, and then put a mossy cobblestone underneath it. This makes it look like, if you've ever been in a real mines drip. There's water dripping from place to place, and now you get this effect. The water is kind of causing this moss to grow, and then I've also got it down here on the block that it's dripping on, where the same thing's happening. The darkness and the water is causing moss and mold to grow. Now we can continue down. I've pretty much changed the ceiling. It could cobblestone all the way down. I'm going to come back through and change the floor and the walls to the same, because we want to give this feeling, you want to get this feeling that this is not a natural cave. I want this cave to look like it was carved out and man-made. So that's what the cobblestone is giving us. And then if we use cobble, we also get the chance to use slabs and stairs to give details out throughout the whole mine. Now on to the outside. Yeah, this is really bugging me. Don't like at all. That'll turn into grass again, so I'll need to get some coarse dirt from... Do I have the coarse dirt here? No, I do not. It will. So here's our church. I didn't give a close-up view of it last time. Obviously I haven't done this part yet. We're going to come back through and put some stained glass there and make it look like a big stained glass window. Oh, I forgot. I do not like this floor. I'm going to kind of reverse this to where the gray is going down the middle and white everywhere else. I will do this off camera because we really don't need to see it. I've also been sleeping right here. It's a good place to take a nap in the middle of the night. You have a little place you can peek out and look for monsters, and that's actually what I want this tower to be used for. This is going to be, I don't know, I haven't mentioned it. This is going to be the tallest building in the village, this tower. And it's going to be a dual purpose. This tower is for the church, for whatever purpose. Towers are for churches. Just about every church I see has some sort of tower. But it's also going to be a lookout for when there are monsters keep a lookout for monsters so that, and we can warn the villagers if they're coming and can snipe from a distance. Now, this village is going to be different than a lot of the ones that you see other Minecrafters and people do, because it is going to be a very small village. Church is the biggest building. Houses, I only want about 10 of them, and maybe close to the front. I may push this back a little bit more, and then there's going to be a stockpile for the stone, ores, and dirt that come out of the mine, and then we're going to wrap the whole thing up and put a wooden wall around it, because we've got more lore that we're going to add, and we'll hit that topic when we get to it. So now we're going to run over to the base where we have some more small updates to go over, and then we'll get to the building part. Okay, and the first thing that you should notice is we have a new occupant in the base. I stole this guy from the village that's over in that direction, same place that the other villagers came from. Got a nice paper trade, but the real reason I took him was because Silk Touch books for 6 emeralds and a book. I'll take that every day in the week. The moment the spawner is turned off, let's go downstairs. I think that's where the next topic is. We've added some escape-proof measures for the villagers because well, it's not completely turned off. The farmer keeps trying to get out. Go down. Okay. Oh, there it was right there. It just activated. This is our automatic sugarcane farm. I've got about 8. Yeah, I think about 8 sugarcane plants up here with the observer block on top, piston underneath that, and it's being powered by the observer block. So when it grows, I need to put a piece of dirt there. When it grows 3 tall, the piston, just like what we had set up in the farm down here, except now instead of being delivered by zombies, it's being picked up by this hopper minecart and delivered into this chest, which is very nice indeed. And I do believe that the last thing that we have to go over is my coal supplies. We're running low, even though we're building a mine. Yeah. So I built this. And don't act like you don't know what it is. It is an automatic furnace fuel collecting farm. Looks like I collected it recently. Yes, automatic furnace fuel, because if you remember, stop throwing out the fishing rod. Oh, it's a little narrow down here. Shut up! If you remember correctly, put all of our bows that the skeletons were dropping, we put them over into these 2 chests. They go into the furnace, power it, and cook up stuffs for us. Now I've added fishing poles to this as well, because they burn just as long as bows do. Let's not cook my good bow or my good fishing pole. I'll keep the sticks. That about does it for the updates here in the base. Oh, I missed the fishing pole there. Sticks, that's what I was doing. Yeah, I can put that up there. So I'm going to gather some materials, and then we will go back over. I'll sleep the night off too. We'll go back over to the village, and we will get to cracking up on it. I hope this isn't too loud, but I just wanted to show this is what I have to deal with now since I got roommates. Get out of here! The party's over! Get out! Every time I always have to come over here and do cleanup. I'm so sick of these guys. I gotta get my own place. So sick of roommates. but at least the rent's pretty cheap. Okay, let's see if we can get this done. First off, I have gone around the whole church and put up a pathway around the whole thing. The village is going to be kind of circle-ish. I see you. Can I make that shot? Oh, just underneath it. That's going to be too high. Last time. Okay, that was bad. That was really bad. Okay, so let's do one more. Let's do one thing real fast. Actually, we are going to... We're going to finish up the church. Got that. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. That was dumb. Do that, and then do that. And I think we want these as panes, so let's make panes. Oh, inventory out the wazoo today. Okay, let's put the glass up. Everything else we're gonna need. Oh, we don't need the gravel actually. We're doing flowers. Okay, let's try and finish this up. And we're just gonna put like a stained glass window over here. Let's see. Let's do blue like that, connected to a red. Then the red can be connected to yellow, and then we'll have two more pieces of blue. Red there. Oh, you know, I could have made orange, couldn't I have? Oh, the glass is not going to connect to that. That might have to go back to being a full block then. Let's do a full piece, or let's do a single piece of yellow. Yeah, that's definitely going to have to go back to a full block. I'm not liking that at all. We don't have enough. Let's do another piece of red, another piece of blue. I don't want a whole lot of the yellow. Yellow is really bright, and I mean, it doesn't have to be anything. It's just a stained glass window with the colorations in it. Let's fix this real fast. Oh wait, give me that back. That's what I needed. So, out, get out, get out, and get out. Pop those into there. And then to fix the situation, we'll grab these stairs and doop and screw down up. There you go. Okay, yeah, okay. That's an alright. I mean, it doesn't have to look like anything. It's just stained glass. I've also messed with the carpet some. You see we got the gray going down the center. At the beginning, it's getting to be night. And then we have the carpet on here to make it look like there's some spots that are sinking in, give it some texture, pretty much. So I'm thinking the church is about done. We're pretty close. I like the pattern that the stairs make here. And I don't want to put glass because it won't connect. Can't sleep yet. Let's go up here and enjoy the sunset. Try to pick off the sheep in the distance. Oh, come on. I was making these shots like crazy earlier. Oh, that's just terrible. Can't make that shot, so go after a further shot, right? Makes sense. I give up. Let's go to bed. Just stop. Just stop. You're making a fool of yourself. Making a fool of yourself. Okay, this is what we've got so far. The roof. I really was having a hard time with the roof. The roof was really messing with me. But this is going to be the standard of the little village hut. I mean, there is nothing to it. I'm going to fit a bed into it, and that's about it. But I did really like this little cool idea here of a fireplace. So I'm thinking about maybe far up do we have to go to poke a hole up? Let's get some this. Let's see how this looks for the fireplace. So we'll throw one of those on top. And do that. Oh, I'm already not liking this. Oh no, 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 no. We'll just do cobble up to about here. Let's try this number. We definitely don't want to see that, so let's change that to cobble as well. I don't like this. Where's those slabs? I had some slabs. Let's do this instead. And I may maybe knock this one down. Oh, nah. Yeah. Sort of a weird thing. That ain't gonna do nothing. It's just funny looking. Okay, so the chimney is going to require some work on my part, but this is pretty much how the house is gonna be. Oh, I did forget about no. About this. And then I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna kind of rough them up a little bit too, just like what we did with the church, putting some stairs in places. Yeah, kind of like that. And we'll do the same at the cobble level as well. Can I get that? Yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad on the inside. I need like a button, some stone buttons here. Actually, you know, I've got some stone. Let's try that just real quick. I gotta take it all. Just to give it some variation in the texture. Throw these buttons on here. And they're obviously not going to do anything. Yeah, it does something. I don't know what, but I kind of like it. Now, this would be a good light source, but it's not going to work because of the half slab that's over the top of it. And if you ask me, that looks like that's too much. It looks too big. I have tried this, and that looks too little, too small. So I think the slab does it just perfect. And if you don't get what this is the fireplace, and instead of having a roaring fire, these are just the embers that are being left. Let's maybe knock out a couple of spots for windows, but not glass. It's a mining town, and we're trying to give it the feeling of being a poor mining town. So they can't afford glass for everything, for hardly anything. In fact, that was a big time splurge on their part. So instead of glass, we're going to throw these trapdoors. Does this? No. I like that. Not like that either. I want this. Do I want it on the inside? Not especially. Let's try. Oh, you know, I don't think I'll hate that. Let's do it this way. Yeah, I like that idea. Oh, I'm breaking things. This axe is too good. Let's throw that there. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. I gotta be inside though. Here, trapdoors. And then it opens like that. Yeah. I like it. I I do want to put a little bit of greenery around, not a whole lot, because not only is this supposed to be a poor town, but water is supposed to be scarce, so plants probably don't grow that well. What am I hearing? I have no idea what that sound is that I'm hearing. But I do want to put some bushes around to give it some life, make it look more than just a. You know, I'm kind of digging the chimney thing, maybe a little bit. It kind of looks nice. But this is kind of the standard for the houses that are going to be in this village. So I'm going to now cut away and mass produce them with some minor variations and with the different kinds of wood that we have and the different ways of roughing them up. I might move. Oh, that would be good. Actually, yeah, I will do that. Some houses, the fireplace will be on this side with the windows in the back, and so we're going to do this as kind of the standard, but there will be variations. So I'm going to get to that. It's been a while. Yeah, let's go over some things. The last time that we met, we only had this house. Well, okay, so it's not completely. I kinda got into it a little bit, and I just went ahead and did the whole thing in well, not in one day, it's been a couple of days. The point is, though, that, oh, that hurt. It's mostly done. So let's go over what we've got so far. We've got 9 of these little huts where the miners live. They're all pretty much the standard house with a few variations. See, you got the acacia roof, oak walls, and the oak pillars. Oak pillars, oak walls, but with birch roof, and then we changed to the acacia, birch, oak. I'm not a huge fan of the acacia as walls. If I come across spruce, we may swap that out in the wall area. Next up, the next thing are, I had a couple of just blank spots that I didn't really know what to do with, so we made trees, and big trees. I wanted big oaks in there. Some of them are a little funky, like that's a little strange. But I kinda like it a little bit. Some of these are really nice though, like that one. Let me tell you, this is the view that I wanted right here. Right out the front gate, and that big oak tree there. I wasn't planning on that, but that's actually pretty nice as well. Yep. And then we've got the walls, which I've gone completely around the village with. And cobble stairs at the bottom. Over here is more of what it's going to look like. I'm going to get a bunch of these buttons and just go around and spam them, because the stone buttons look pretty good on the acacia logs. And then we've got these oak stairs along the top. Now these are the doors, kind of the big gates. These are like the hinges. Just barely cracked right now so that people can come in and out. The front gate, however, is wide open. And just like the back, we used birch fences as like hinges. Then you got the big wooden doors that all slam shut at night. And we basically went around with the entire pattern. That's a little strange, but I think I can live with that. I don't know what else to do to it. The only thing other that I need to do, I guess, is the buttons. And I've got a bunch of stone to do that, but I'm going to do that off camera because that's pretty boring. I actually just kind of wanted to come back and show what we've got so that we can close out the episode, because I started recording this on Monday and it is now Friday. So I don't get to play often, but I did get some stuff done. Yeah. And I'm liking it. It really looks nice to me. We're just about done with this area. I think I would really like to, I mentioned it earlier about the stockpile somewhere. Maybe I'll get rid of these chests and we'll have the stockpile over here. That might be a good place for it. Just where the stone and the ores come out, and have like a person out here who trades them, because this is a poor village. The kingdom forces, not really slavery, but these are low-class citizens. They work solely for stone to be taken to the capital and wherever the king decides he wants to build. And we're going to build that lure up more later. So next time, and I hope everybody will hold me to this, that's got to go. I kind of want to go, I want all the buildings, including our base, to fit into the theme. And I got a good idea for what we're going to do over there. And it's going to build more into this lure of the monarchy. That's what it's called. Ooh, I'm starving. The monarchy that runs its people ragged. But I think that's going to do it for today. I want to thank you guys for watching, even though this may be a shorter bit of an episode. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.